Okay, we're ready to make the pierogies. And we're going to start with the directions. It says, make the pierogies. Bring a large pot of salted water to a boil. I have a large pot of water on. It has sea salt in it. And I just poured salt. I don't know how much. It's not quite to a boil yet. I've got it on 7, hoping it'll come to a boil soon. So it should be at a boil soon, but that'll give me time to make my pierogies. It says, roll out half of the dough to less than 1/8 inch thick. Keep the remaining dough covered with plastic wrap. So I'll take half of that and work on it and cover the rest with plastic wrap. It says, cut into rounds using a 3.5 inch cookie cutter or drinking glass. I don't have a 3.5 inch cookie cutter or drinking glass. I have a large mouth ring that goes on my jars. It is 3.5 inches. So note to self and to others, if you don't have a cookie cutter that's 3.5 inches, if you don't have a drinking glass that's 3.5 inches, if you have a large mouth ringer that goes on your canning jars, that is 3.5 inches. Okay?
And you'll be good to go.
Then it says, top each round with 1 tablespoon of the mushroom mixture. Brush the edges with the egg mixture. And the egg mixture is the remaining egg and 1 tablespoon of water that's been beaten together. And that's to help seal your pierogies together.
See, folks, I told you she's violent. She just beating them things.
Just brush the edges with the egg mixture and fold in half, crimping with a fork to seal. It says repeat with remaining dough and filling. And so that's what we're going to do right now. And then we'll get to the remaining of that here in just a little bit. Right now we're starting out. We're going to make the pierogies. And I apologize for this being so long, y'all. If it's too long, when I start to edit, I may make it 2 videos. Then you can see part 1 and part 2.
Right.
I'm hoping to get it all in one. All right. So I'm cutting my dough in half. Actually, I'm tearing my dough in half. And I'm going to cover that other half with the plastic wrap. You can see it's covered with plastic wrap. And what I'm going to do is
She's suffocating it.
Yep. Well, that's what it said to do with it. I'm not going to use a whole lot of flour because I don't think this is going to need it. And I'm just going to put that there. And I'll start. And in case y'all wonder about my little dough roller, this is the one I won from Kettle Kitchen on his live at the end of the Noodle November. I got this, and I got my little strainer here. And these are both going to be utilized today when I'm making pierogies. So I think I'm doing pretty good. And I'm just going to do this. Flip that around. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Piggy go ahead and pause this till I get this down to the 1/8 of an inch. That way you don't have to sit here and watch me roll that dough all night. And then once we get down to 1/8 of an inch, then we will go from there.
All right.
Okay, y'all. I've got this down to slightly less than 1/8 of an inch, so I'm going to start cutting out my little rounds.
Roundy, roundy.
And when you use these, it might not cut all the way through, so you might have to twist it just a touch to make it go through. We'll see how many of these we can get. Looks like so far I got 5. Here. Looks like I got 6. There we go. This right here is one reason y'all why Piggy made me a regular biscuit cutter instead of me using these, because these don't cut all the way through all the time. So you have to kind of work with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on getting that excess dough off. Okay, oops. Cut through that and see what we can get. There we go.
I need to find you a cam 3.5 inch opening.
Good luck, Piggy. I'd get a biscuit, I mean a cookie cutter or something like that. Just get me some large cookie cutters.
Well, that's how you want to do it. We'll do it.
Well, I don't use them often enough to have to worry about it because I do have my biscuit, my regular biscuit cutter that Piggy made me. And I'm just going to get these right here out. And I do have my skillet on the eye over here. And what I'm going to do here in just a minute, and that I'm heating it up, I'm going to put this 4 tablespoons of butter in there and let it melt. But that will be after I get started on this right here. And, these would do better if they could cut all the way through. I'm just giving options for those that don't have those things. And I don't have, so I use what I have, y'all. There we go. I can turn down on that. There we go. Pull that loose.
Well, that's what people did for centuries.
Yeah, you make
until other people figured out how to make things that would better facilitate the job.
That's it.
And then you pay them for that item.
That's what you do. And have one more right here. I'll get out this. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to go ahead and just sit here, and I'll put my for a tablespoon. I think tablespoon's going to be a little bit much on these right here. We shall see. I'm going to put this over here, and I'm going to brush the edges like it said to do. I still think that's a bit much for the, I might have to do about a half tablespoon.
You got it. Oh, you got to fold them over?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be too much.
I think it is, too. I think they were wrong when it said tablespoon. I'll be like half that much in there.
Yeah, it looks like it'll do better.
Yeah. And it's still pressing some of that out.
You imagine what it would have done if you'd kept all of it in there.
Yeah. So I'm going to put these on my pan here. Oh, y'all hit my elbow and that hurt.
All right, there you go. Hurting my baby again. I'm going to have to get on to you for that.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes things happen. And it could be that these might have shrunk back a little bit once I
it could be. Out. It could be.
But we're just going to put about half a tablespoon in there. Brush the edges. And you've seen what I've done here. So this is what I'm going to do to all of these. And I'm going to finish rolling out my dough and cutting the rest of them out. And that's still a little bit too much, it looks like to me, y'all, because it's coming out the edges there.
Yeah, put a little
less. That's putting even less. I'm going to have, I guess, my teaspoon, because I think a tablespoon, even half a tablespoon, is going to be too much.
Right.
Because those aren't frozen.
They're not frozen.
So I'm just, that's right there.
Put a lot less in there and do it that way.
Yeah. Maybe I'll give you that.
Give me that.
I'm going to do this one. See how that works.
So what's that other bit of dough for?
That's to make more pierogies with here in just a minute.
Oh, okay.
We're going to see if we can get one of these to work, y'all. And that's just even a half a teaspoon. And I think what it is these pierogi things have shrunk.
Well, they need to be bigger.
They've got to be bigger.
So maybe 4.5 inches instead of 3.5.
Well, we can see what's working and what ain't working.
Allow for shrinkage.
Allow for shrinkage. So, I'm going to try one more thing. Wipe this off one more time. Now, I'm going to get this. I'm going to make it work for me. I've got that off to the side. And I'm going to do this right here. Hey, I bet this is going to work.
Show y'all what she did, y'all. She got that rolling pin out and rolled that thing.
If I have to do that every time, I will.
Now, folks, y'all see what kind of a stubborn, determined woman I got? Oh, yeah. Things get done.
And it looks
Sooner
like
or later, one way or another.
It did better than the others. It's still got a little bit of stuff coming out of it right there. I don't know why.
Maybe it's too liquidy.
It might be. I don't know. Maybe I should have put that half cup of water in it. I should only put a fourth cup of water in it.
If any.
Yeah.
Because that's awful liquidy.
Yeah. So we're going to do this. We're going to try one more, see if this will work by rolling it out this way after we cut them. Yeah, because once I cut them, they got thicker, so they're supposed to be thinner. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, they sprung back.
Yeah, they sprung back. So we're going to do this. Oh, yeah, that's liquidy. I may have to
Squeeze them out.
Yeah. Do that. Go around with that. If this one works, that just means I've learned my lesson. Okay.
So far, so good.
So far, so good, y'all. Well, yeah, right there at the edge.
There's still a little bit.
It's better than
it needs to be squeezed out real good, get a lot of the juice off of it.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish these up, and we will come back, and then we will cook them. But what I'm going to do, too, is I'm going to drain some of this juice off of these to make sure that I can have this not as liquid.
Oh.
Okay, everybody, I went ahead and just made up the ones I had. I'm going to make the rest of them up later and put them in the freezer. I have my skillet on the eye here. I'm going to put this 4 tablespoons of butter in here and melt it. And I'm going to do that. Got me a fork here, so what I'm going to do is flip that over and just let it melt. And I have this on 4. And I've still got my water boiling here. Okay, it says make the pierogies. I've done that. And y'all, I actually went back and redid some of these. I took the filling out, re-rolled the dough to where it'd be a little bit bigger, did it again. And they seem to be doing a lot better. I still have a couple that still have a little bit of problem with, but they're better than they were. I'll put it that way. They're better than they were. And this was an experiment, so I said it could pass or fail. I don't know.
We'll learn some things.
That's it. Learn what to do and what not to do. Okay, it says melt 4 tablespoons of butter in a large skillet over medium heat. Well, I've got mine medium high because my small eye is not as hot as my large eye. Okay. Then boil the pierogies in batches until tender, about 5 minutes. And I'm saying, I was told, and what I watched is that when you put the pierogies in, when they start floating, they're ready. So it should be about the 5-minute mark. Then transfer them to the skillet using a slotted spoon. And then toss with the butter until brown. Okay? That's what we're going to do. I'm going to add my pierogies to my water while my butter is heating there. Make sure that that is sealed. I like making sure that they're sealed. I don't want the filling to come out on me if I can help it. And I think it's going to. Put that over that. Roll that over. Yeah. I'll make sure it gets sealed one way or another, y'all. I'll put 5 at a time in there, I guess. Put a little in there. That's what we'll do. We'll do it that way. Set a timer for about 5 minutes. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes when this goes off and these get ready to come out. Then I'll put the others in.
All right.
Okay, y'all. Got about 30 seconds left, and these are ready to go. You can see I changed the stirred over to the smaller eye. And I've got the butter on the big eye. And that is on medium, which is what it said to cook it on. I'm going to go ahead and take it off real quick and wipe that down. And I'm going to go ahead and put these other 4 in here. See if they will cook. I don't know. Hopefully all the filling don't come out. If it does, it does.
Hey, there were lessons learned through this one, so when you do it again, you'll know
That's it.
how to do something a little better.
You know, not everything gonna turn out perfect the first time you do it. Okay, I'll put the lid back on those and let those cook for another 5 minutes or so. Let's see, put that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, wipe this off. And I got tongs somewhere. Hold on, right here. Put these in this butter and let them cook.
It smells awful good. Of course, cooking in that butter kind of helps a lot with that.
Flip that over, let it cook on the flat side first there. Let's see, how long does it say to cook these? Just says toss with butter until brown. So this could take a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick break, and once it gets brown on the one side, I'll flip them over and we'll come back, show you what they look like in the skillet, and then we'll do the taste test. It took about maybe 3 minutes to cook them on that one side in that butter. And that's what they look like on this side since I flipped them. I'm going to let them cook for 2 or 3 more minutes on the other side. And then we'll do the taste test.
Are we done?
We're done. Okay, y'all. Pierogies are done. Was it easy? No. Was it worth it? Yes, because I learned something new. Did I mess up? Of course, always. If I didn't mess up in my kitchen, it wouldn't be my kitchen.
Well, it's a learning process.
It's a learning process. Never
you
made
learn
it
some things. You ain't never done it before. You tried it. You learned some things doing it.
Yeah. So I've got my applesauce here, and I got my sour cream. Got my pierogies. Let Piggy get me a little thumbnail. And then we'll try these bad boys and see how they turned out.
Just a little thumbnail?
I just want a thumbnail.
Oh, okay. Well,
You done got the thumbnail?
just trying to get clarification there. There's your thumbnail.
All right. I'll do mine here. My fork. Piggy's fork. Put that right there.
Well, now I can't say where's my fork.
All right. I'm going to try this without the applesauce or sour cream first, because I want to try the pierogies as they are. And, all right. So that right there is a little tough, and that's probably because it's a little thick. That's on me. Yeah, those are good.
It was worth all that, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Mm. Let me try a little extra sour cream. I got 2 more bites here. I got one. And like I said, there was one that I didn't re-roll, so it's a little on the thick side. The others probably cut better. So I'm going to put a little applesauce on one, and a little sour cream on the other. And I'll try it. Try the one with sour cream first. Still good, but not my favorite with the sour cream. It's good with the sour cream, but it's not my favorite.
Well, we know which one's her favorite.
Applesauce. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. No, sorry.
I'll try it. If I don't like it, and I like the applesauce, I'll go with
I'm
it.
with sour cream back up, no big deal. It just says to serve with sour cream and applesauce. Either without anything on it, just as it is, or with the applesauce is how I recommend it. If you like sour cream, try it. You might like it better than I do. I like sour cream. It's just not for me on this. Yeah, I want to thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to try to put this in one video and not two. Y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Where about more?